all and welcome to All Red. I've got the pros and the cons of Mo Salah leaving Liverpool this summer if he does not re-sign with Liverpool Football Club. Let's dive right in. Let's start with the pros, okay? If Salah does not sign a new contract with Liverpool and leaves on a free, what are the pros? What are the good things about that, okay? Now, I will admit, I am stretching on the pros on this one, okay? So don't mishear me here. But Arneslot can start the next generation now of Liverpool. You don't have to wait for another year or two. Arneslot can start now. We can bring in some young talent. Maybe we get Ben Doak in there, not starting, but getting in there and getting some of these attacking players, Rio Gamoa, back into the first team and getting this next generation of Liverpool attack going. I'm not saying Mo Salah is inhibiting that right now, but Mo Salah plays every game, okay? So we start the next gen now. All right, we have more control in attack. Now, I found some stats here of Mo Salah, and I don't think these are going to be surprising to you because if you've watched the games, this is probably pretty clear. So first and foremost, more control in attack. I'm talking about passes. This is Mo Salah, his passing attack in the past 365 days, okay? These are his stats. Not bueno, no good. He's not been a great passer of the ball this season. And, you know, if you've watched the games, you probably know that and you probably understand that. But these are pretty shocking numbers for Mo Salah, okay? These are pretty shocking for a guy of his caliber. Now, I think we could also get a better dribbler at right wing. So we'd have more control on the right wing if we brought in someone that had better passing stats and a better passing game. We could also have a player who is a better dribbler and a better kind of direct attacker on the ground with the ball. These are also Mo Salah's dribbling stats this season, really in the past 365 days compared to the Big Five leagues, attackers, right wingers in the Big Five leagues. So big concerns there. Again, if you've watched the games, you probably see this and you're probably like, yeah, that makes sense. Because Mo Salah, he scores goals and he gets assists. But the other 60-70% of the game, he's kind of garbage. And I mean that in a very loving way to Mo Salah. He's brilliant. He's a legend. He should be in the front runners for the Ballon d'Or this season. He's incredible, you know? Like I said, I'm stretching for these pros here. The other pro that you could see here is we avoid the risk of Mo Salah declining. You know, maybe there's a season, maybe it's next season where it's just like, oh, he just clearly fell off a cliff. The 2024-2025 season was his last great season, and now we're stuck with him for 2 years on high wages. That's just a risk. I'm not saying it happens that way, but that's a risk. He's getting older. And Arneslot could come in, and after his first season, after he's won the Premier League, he could go out and handpick a new right winger and basically get the guy in that he wants. I'm not saying he doesn't want Salah, but he could go out and pick that next generation, brand shiny, spanking new right winger. Okay, the cons. All right, let's get into the cons of Salah not re-signing with Liverpool, of leaving on a free this summer. All right, you lose your entire attack. Okay. I mean, I was stretching for the pros. These were easy, okay? You lose all of this. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? You're going to lose all of this, bro? You're going to let Salah walk and lose all of this? My gosh. This is insane right here, okay? You lose your top goal scorer, the top goal scorer in the whole entire world. You lose the number one assist maker in the Premier League. So top goal scorer, top assist man. You lose your penalty kick taker. Okay, Mo Salah has been brilliant penalties. You lose that. Not a huge deal. Somebody else like Szoboszlai could come in and do that, but you lose that. You lose a guy who is constantly a threat in attack. And not only that, he's not just a threat. He actually delivers all the time. You let Mo Salah walk and you are instantly in a rebuild. I don't care who else is at the club, but you know, imagine that, right? You've just absolutely destroyed the Premier League in your first season and now you have to do a rebuild. I know Arne Slot is good at that because he did that a lot at Feyenoord and in the Dutch league, but that's just a sour taste. You win the Premier League and instantly you're in a rebuild. Yeah, that just doesn't seem very good. You lose Salah for £0. £0 sterling. $0. I don't know what accent that is. Okay, I'll just go back into my American accent. Right? You lose Salah for $0, and that's bad business. That's real bad business. You're already losing Trent for $0, and now you're losing Salah for £0. You have a club legend leave. I'm not sure if Trent Alexander-Arnold is a club legend. I think he's like a half club legend. But there's going to be a sour taste in the mouths of Liverpool fans. With Trent, with Mo Salah, there's no chance of that. He is a club legend already. And you let him leave on kind of a down note, because everybody wants him to stay. You got to think about the commercial impact as well on the business side. Certainly a money impact there across the globe if Mo Salah is let go in the summer. And then your club reputation. This honestly might be the longest lasting impact on the cons list here of you have a reputation for letting the best player in the world walk out of your team for free. I understand he's getting older, but you let him leave for nothing. The best player in the world. What does that say about the club? What does that say to the rest of the team? What does that say to your fans? I would say you are in big trouble as a club if you let that happen. That is just awful, awful business. And honestly, that would be a huge, huge red flag for me with this ownership group and with the backroom staff at Liverpool if that were to happen. So, the verdict. You must re-sign Mo Salah. There is absolutely no chance in this world that you do not re-sign him because he is brilliant and he has not shown any signs of letting up. You must sign Mo Salah to a new deal. Let's get it done, boys. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, up the Reds.